everyone, welcome back to my channel and a video which is basically just born out of me being intrigued about you guys and your opinions, and it's kind of random, but you know, if you're watching it, obviously you were intrigued as well. I put on my Instagram story a few days ago, what are your controversial Disney opinions? Because obviously I have a few myself, so I figured other people were gonna have some too to share, and I just wanted to know. So before we get started, I don't know whether I should share my opinion now or at the end. Yeah, let's do it now. Okay, so I have a few controversial opinions. Firstly, I would say my biggest one is that Figment is trash. I hate Figment and I just think he's useless, and he's on all the Epcot merchandise making it ugly, and his ride is just kind of like terrifying, and it's just a sensory overload experience that I do not enjoy. My other one's probably Illuminations. I don't think it's that great. I'm actually really excited for the new fireworks show coming up. I think it's going to be great to have some new flavour to it, and I know people are a bit like about IP getting involved, but personally that makes me super hyped. I also really enjoy Rivers of Light, again, which is kind of a controversial one. I mean, I say this, I've only seen it like 3 times, but each time I've seen it, it's been a fun old time. So they're probably my 3 major ones. Oh, and also my other one is that I think the ticket prices are worth it for the value for money for what you get, because here's my thing. Okay, so when you go to a concert, you can often pay like upwards of $100 for a 2-hour event, maybe 3 hours. The Disney tickets are like, what, $150 for a day, and that is potentially like 12+ hours of entertainment and attractions all included in that package. And when you divide it across like the number of hours you spend, I think it's okay. I mean, obviously when you start adding up multiple days of your vacation, multiple members of your family, also maybe like a resort stay and the food and everything, like I get a lot of the individual items are then going to be so overpriced. Like, don't even get me started on the parking prices. That's obscene. They've been raised again. But I don't think that the park day ticket is that obscene. That's my major one probably. But yeah, those are my controversial opinions. So let's just get into what you guys are saying about the parks. Okay, so there's a lot of them about which is the best park and which is the worst park. So Magic Kingdom is the worst, Animal Kingdom is the best. That is very controversial because I know a lot of people probably would say Magic Kingdom is the best. I do think the reason for this is that Magic Kingdom is what people envisage when they think of Disney. They just think of Cinderella Castle and that view down Main Street USA, Princesses in Fantasyland and Haunted Mansion maybe, I don't know. It's hard for me to like disassociate myself from the fandom because I know so much about Disney, but I feel like that's what people think of when they think of Disney. They don't know about Epcot and this big random golf ball that is Fish of Earth. They don't know about the Tree of Life and Avatar. They don't know about these things. So Magic Kingdom to them is the best. But to say Animal Kingdom is the best one, that is bold. I mean, I would have to say I don't agree, but I see why it's justified. Animal Kingdom is a complete work of art. Every corner is so well designed. Joe Rohde did an incredible job, and yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you for that. Then someone else said Epcot is the best park. Someone else says DAC is the best. Oh, someone said I don't like Animal Kingdom. That I do disagree with because it's beautiful and there are so many good attractions, and Hollywood Studios is good. How is that a controversial opinion? I get so mad at the studio's hate. I mean, yes, I worked there, so I'm biased, but you have some of the best attractions in all of Disney World. You've got Rock and Roller Coaster, you've got Tower of Terror. I may hate it because it's scary, but it's a great attraction. You've got Toy Story Midway Mania, which is a great experience. You've got the shows. Come on, Beauty and the Beast. Don't try and tell me that isn't a good time. Frozen Sing-Along, everyone enjoys it. Even my dad likes Frozen Sing-Along, and he's not like a Frozen stan. How can people say it has the carrot cake cookie? Animal Kingdom is overrated. Epcot is my least favourite park. That makes me mad. I mean, I know a lot of people would say that, but Epcot is just so pure, and I feel like people who don't like Epcot, they just don't appreciate it. My roommate Lana from my first program only went to Epcot like 3 times, and it's probably like the biggest bit of contention between us because why didn't she, why? Epcot, Patrick, Soarin', World Showcase, beautiful things. Oh, and right on cue, Lana submitted that Epcot is the worst park. Time to unfriend her. Okay, then we come to things that are underrated and overrated. Someone said that Figment is underrated. So they're gonna be blocked. We're not gonna entertain that anymore. Someone else said Figment is adorable. Moana is exceptionally overrated. Okay, no, Moana has no hype, like, whatsoever. Where is she in the park? Absent. We've been told she's gonna appear in Fantasmic for like the past 3 years, and yet she's still not in it. I'm just waiting for them to add Moana to like an Ohana kind of style experience at the Poly. I mean, I want her there. Why? The Princess and the Frog deserves more hype. I 100% agree. I don't think that's controversial within the fandom though, only within people who are uneducated. I didn't really like Frozen. Okay, I'm not applauding that, I'm thinking. Frozen. We have some people that are like, I love Frozen, and then we have the people that are like, I don't like Frozen because it's overrated and I like to be cool and controversial, and my favourite Disney character is the wolf from Three Little Pigs, and Frozen's great. Yes, it's crazy intense, it's everywhere, and I can see why that bugs people, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Don't be mad because your fave didn't get as much hype. Like, we don't have to knock things down just because they're popular. It's just not something we have to do, okay? I missed this one. Hollywood Studios is a bit boring. Not that much to do, so doesn't justify the price. Sorry. I can tell this is coming from a British person because a bit boring, that's such a British thing to say. We're so like understated with our like compliments and also our put downs, and she even said sorry. You don't have to be sorry. I'm sorry for you that you can't appreciate the beauty that is Hollywood Studios. Oh my god, I've just come to a whole bunch on my screen all at once. Standing Figment, I like Figment, I love Figment. Why are these people following me, honestly? Can you see that? 3 on one screen, all enjoying Figment's presence in this world. I just can't relate to that. Haunted Mansion is overrated. So I would have said that a few years ago, I didn't really get it, but after going on it so many times, I feel like I've been swept up in like the cult appreciation for Haunted Mansion. So I would probably say you are right, but I still really love it. Rapunzel is better than Elsa and Anna. Yeah, okay, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about with people trying to like put down one thing. And just above it, Tangled is better than Frozen. Frozen is way too overhyped. I'm not going to change any minds today, am I? Okay, why are all these people coming for me saying that Figment is actually fine? Figment is the best Disney Parks character. Hi Sam, I know you're saying that just to annoy me. He's wrong. Figment isn't that bad of a ride. Why are people using this as an excuse to like come at me for the fact that I don't stand a purple dragon? Ooh, a lot of Disney fans put Walt on a pedestal even though he was far from a perfect human being. I do agree with this. Like, he did some stuff, he did some shady stuff. There's a reason they had that phrase of like man is in the forest when Walt was in the studio to like alert people. I think he was a taskmaster. He had like two sides. He had like the one he was presented to the public that was like loving kids and being happy and joyful and magical, and then the other side which was like, we need to get stuff done. Like, he was going to make sure everything was perfect. There's a reason that Disney is the leading entertainment company in the world. He wasn't going to settle for, you know, second best. He wasn't going to settle for mediocrity. So yeah, I'm not like justifying that, but I feel like he probably would have been quite a hard person to work with. And all that stuff with like the workers' strike and stuff, like I can see that it was justified and it wasn't exactly the best company to work for back in the day. I thought WALL-E was really boring and do not care for it at all. I'm sorry about that for you, that's really sad. Fantasyland is trash. Okay, that's just wrong because Fantasyland is so pure and magical and I love it. This one genuinely hurts me. The Beauty and the Beast remake sucked. She doesn't deserve that. The Beauty and the Beast live action remake was the best movie Disney have made in years, and it was magical, and Emma Watson was perfect, and Emma Thompson was perfect, and the whole cast was perfect, and the soundtrack was incredible. And no, Emma Watson can't really sing that well, but it was still incredible, and Days in the Sun is just beautiful, and the ball gown scene and everything was just so pure. Live action Aladdin was better than the original. 100% disagree. Do people want my review of that? Because I have some thoughts. I'm not interested in seeing a film that's just shot for shot the exact same as the film I grew up watching as a child, when it looked better when it was animated because it doesn't look fake. And also, like, why did they speed up random scenes of One Jump when it looked really obvious? And also, why did Jasmine sing and have people poof and disappear around her? That whole thing was just weird. Those are my thoughts. Also, I stan Steve from Full House, and he was the voice of Aladdin originally, so you can't really top that in my opinion. And Jafar being hot was really like a conflict of interest for me. Festival of the Arts is the best Epcot festival. I wouldn't know, I haven't been to it. I went to Flower and Garden when I was like 15, but I wasn't aware that it was a festival. I just thought there was nice topiaries up. I know, I make mistakes. And I did Food and Wine for a day, so maybe someday I'll go to all of them and then I can come back for you on if I agree, but I have a feeling that's very unpopular because isn't it just like art? I mean, it's Festival of the Arts, so. My fiance hates it, but I have to write It's a Small World at least once per visit. Yeah, that's a given. Someone else said no trip is complete without a ride on the Carousel of Progress. I also agree. Why do people not like that? I mean, you get to sit down in the AC, the soundtrack is banging, Papa Progress is a king. Also, I feel like the light is probably really changing in this video because we are at sunset kind of time right now. They'll do the minimum when it comes to representation and then expect praise. Well, that's some tea. I definitely think steps need to be made still. The whole like LGBT representation of Beauty and the Beast was a millisecond, but they still got so much backlash, so I can see why they're being tentative around it. But I know they're doing good things on Disney Channel at least, so hopefully it's going to cross over into the mainstream soon. I did see they finally are marketing the LGBT Pride Month stuff as LGBT, not just like rainbow, so we're getting there, sis. But let's hold on and see. Aladdin also, as much as I was like about the live action movie, was the most representative they've had so far. They had like every different culture represented in that, which was incredible. So let's keep going, and who knows where we'll be in a few years time. The last one is Disney is starting to be for middle class and above because of how tickets and merch are getting more expensive each year. Kind of covered this in my intro. I get where she's coming from. Like, yes, it is getting very expensive, but it's hard to justify it. They are the leaders in what they do, but yes, it's getting expensive. But the way I then kind of like justify this is that if the prices were lower, everyone would go and the park would be at capacity every single day and they would have crowd control issues. So it's almost like they're so good at what they do that in order to make it still like an enjoyable experience for everyone, they need to raise the prices, which I know is like not good for everyone, but if it was cheaper, everyone would be there all the time, and we don't want it to be like it is on New Year's Eve every day of the year. So it is almost like a gatekeeping thing, which is uncomfortable, but it's almost like a necessary evil to protect the integrity of the experience and it being enjoyable. So that's all of the controversial opinions we're going to be sharing in this video. It's very random, I know, there's not really like a point to it other than having a discussion, airing my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below your controversial opinion because I would be intrigued to see it, and subscribe for more videos. I promise will be a bit more thought out than this one, but your gal's got to put up some Disney content somehow. Hope you enjoyed it, have a magical rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peace, love, and bye. I shouldn't do that, especially not in a video that isn't remotely related to waitress. Bye.
King of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.